My sister found this wine some time ago, so because it's of my namesake, I needed that kind. It's even got the golden fleece kind. I love that, but I couldn't just leave well enough alone. After I drank the wine, I dressed this up a bit. This was the Q-Life string light thing that I had reviewed some time back, and I decided that I would shove all the stuff in the wine bottle. I believe the suggestion was from none other than Michael Gegzno, and I loved the idea. So I went ahead and shoved that in there and did that. Of course, using my patented hot glue, I glued the little controller thing to the back of it. There's one LED that sticks out. There's no way around that. It's just not long enough otherwise. And I put the cork in, and I had to shave it down ever so slightly so it would fit where I want to put it, although I haven't found an exact place yet. But I think it looks better with the cork in it. So we'll go ahead and turn this on. I'll just use the button on it, and there you go. Let me shut the lights, and we'll give a demo. So that's what it looks like. There's one LED right there, which I don't really like, but, you know, it's it was tough. I actually did the lights twice just to make it look better the second time. There's the one at the top there. And just by pressing the button on it, it can do red, green, blue, or it can go in 7-color mode, I guess it is. And then this is just that light that sort of fades. It gets dimmer and then brighter and does that. Or you can press it again and it starts yellow and then fades greenish. And we'll continue fading to other colors in a moment. Now we're going more blue, etc. And then it can just do red, green, blue, just like that. Of course, it comes with the remote as well, so, you know, I can do any color I want, and it's remote controlled, and isn't that fancy, and I can do whatever I want with it, and it has all the different stuff. But I just thought it was pretty awesome that this bottle was of my namesake, and there we go. So that's what I did. Everything's just there. I just have it plugged in with a little USB jobber for now, and eventually it's going to make its way into the bar, and whether I power it off a device like that little plug-in jobby or something else, I don't know. Probably just like that is how it'll go. And of course I'll need to get an extension, which I already have for the USB cable. But I love making my own lights for the bar. Those are the best. The store-bought stuff is great, you know, or what you find online. But one other one is this here, and we'll get back to that in a second. I mean, here's some of the store-bought stuff. The Corona thing, it's nice. It bubbles. It's got bottle caps and limes, and this thing does stuff. It's, I don't know, it's been on for a while, so maybe it's too hot, but all the glitter is supposed to go through this thing, and it's not glittering as much. This was my uncle's. I think it was also store-bought, but I'm not certain on that. This thing is vintage, but this was a small 1.5 volt transformer that my father tells me was for an electric toothbrush back in the day, and he actually made this for me when I was a kid. These are some LEDs that were removed from IBM equipment, and this one was actually from Radio Shack. There are two little elements in there, actually, and this thing has incredible runtime on it, which is why it's not as bright as it used to be. I originally started just having a red, amber, and green LED, but then it morphed into the flower later on, so he wired that all up. But this is like one of the prized items in my collection. This strip of fluorescent lights, although unfortunately China, because a lot of them have burned out over the years, but they were just cool. I actually made this as well. They were store-bought things. They had a little, you know, the 2 prongs for the plug. They were just little night lights, and they had a picture in there. So I opened all of them up and removed the picture from them so you could just see the actual lights. But it was cool that they were fluorescent and in different colors. The 5 here were white. Obviously, one's burned out there. But you could see there was a red, a yellow, a green, and a blue. And we still have a blue here, and the yellow working. The green doesn't really light anymore, and the red here is dead. But this is all wired together. You can see some of the handiwork in there. I used speaker wire to interconnect everything. I think I soldered everything. And yeah, this was a long time coming. I made this, probably about 15 years ago. And it sat around, and I eventually put it here, but that's that. So I definitely love doing that. And although this is sort of millennial-esque in that they probably make this pre-made in some way with the lights already in the bottle and blah blah blah, it is still cool because I made it myself out of stuff I had laying around. So this will definitely make its way into the bar at some time in the future, and because China, it has remote control that I will never use either. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you click like, make sure you click subscribe, and take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.